the mandate of the new face of justice has been paramount in the evolving landscape of Jamaica's development thrust, and fittingly so, as the reform of the justice sector is a priority of the government of Jamaica under the National Development Plan 2030. But this new face of justice, Mr. Speaker, will graduate into what will be the mantra of the Ministry of Justice: first-class justice. Not only facilities, service, but the delivery generally across Jamaica.
So a promise was made to the people of Jamaica, and here is one more step towards its completion. Government is set on establishing justice centers right across the island. But what does this really mean for ordinary Jamaicans? Justice centers are established with the aim of providing alternative dispute resolution services in areas such as restorative justice, child diversion, and mediation. These centers will also facilitate the training of justices of the peace, or JPs, in those areas. The objective? To better enable JPs to peacefully resolve conflicts outside of the court system. And the latest addition to those already established facilities?
It is my distinct pleasure to welcome you this morning to the official opening of the St. Andrew Justice Center.
It is the view of this administration that through conflict resolution, mediation, quick delivery of justice, and maintenance of order, that we will see the dawn of a new day in the life of Kingston and St. Andrew.
These justice centers are important because it is from these centers that the custodies will make contact with all the justices of the peace. It is at that center that all the justices of the peace in the parish will gravitate in order not only to get information, but also to know what training sessions are being provided.
For the Justice Minister, a first-class justice system not only encompasses the work being done, but also the look and feel of the facilities. And so the St. Andrew Justice Centre will have much to offer in terms of its aesthetic appeal.
When you visit over there, you will see inside it is not only comfortable, but when persons visit, they can feel that the justice sector is delivering not only information, but first-class facilities to them.
This Justice Centre will hold amenities such as a reception area, meeting room, kitchen, sick bay, and 3 restrooms, as well as office spaces for the custos and centre manager. Now, how about that for a first-class justice system? Still, infrastructures like these take careful consideration, planning, and an attractive sum of funding. Thankfully, under the Ministry's Justice Sector Reform Implementation Plan, the European Union provided approximately $20 million, aided by the coffers of our country, to build out this facility.
Lack of confidence in the justice system poses a threat to governance and the rule of law. This is not a situation that we want. Therefore, the European Union, consisting of its member states and institutions, is pleased that the government of Jamaica has made justice sector reform a national priority.
And there's one more piece to the puzzle. The parish justice centres will also help with one of the most important parts of our justice system.
The parish justice centres have an important role to play in this regard and should go a far way in helping to clear backlogs and give people increased access to justice services.
We look forward to make you happy by the results that we hope to show, not only in the provision of better legal services, not only to ensure that justice is dispensed in a timely manner and that all the people of Jamaica can access justice, but by the facilities that we're putting forward to make sure that the people of this country can not only access but can have justice provided in attractive surroundings. And these justice centers form a part of this process.
And so the work continues, following through with the Ministry's commitment to transform our justice sector to world class and ultimately first class.